what's going on? Happy Valentine's Day. I know I look rough, but I'm going for a haircut tomorrow, pedicure and everything. But I don't know what it was that I was just really out of it today. And I don't even know if it's just because it's Valentine's Day, but I'm never really affected by Valentine's Day. And for some reason, I'm just really out of it, and I'm just feeling really sad and depressed and somewhat lonesome. Um, when I look at, here's the thing, like, I'm not the type of person where I date. A lot of times I'm just really I don't really find myself attracted to men. And I guess some people would say like, oh, well, you're probably just not attracted to him because he's broke or whatever. Well, yeah, that plays a part of it too. But also, I never really found men attractive. But, I look at like a lot of these women and stuff like that. Because, Instagram is flooded with IG models, strippers, and, sex workers and stuff like that. Women just twerking and, shaking their ass and showing their bodies and stuff like that. And I look at it, I'm just like, how can any woman ever be satisfied with that? I guess you do have some women that are different from for the majority of the group, but I know that most women want to get married. Most women want to, settle down with the guy, have babies, and have this happily ever after family. And when I look at, what goes on in society, a lot of men do not value women anymore. They don't value marriage, and they think that all women are whores. Believe it or not, they think that all women are whores, and this is why they say that women are not marriage material. You know what I'm saying? Because women, you have so many women that's giving these men such easy access to them, and sex is so available to men, and a lot of times these men really don't have to work for women anymore. And a lot of times when I don't look down on women who are strippers or whatever, because that's that's your life. You get it how you get it. I don't look down, but it's just something that just seems very wrong about it, because it's just like, how could you ever be satisfied with that? Just being looked at as an object, not being looked at as a human being. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that I've ever, I've never actually been on a date. I never actually had a guy approach me and, take me serious and, want to take me like on a romantic date or whatever. But then again, it's also something that, I'm not really that I look forward to, because I don't really find men attractive like that. But I was thinking like to myself, like maybe I would find men attractive if they didn't look at me as somebody that, they're just looking to smash. If they actually valued me and actually wanted to get to know me, for who I am, maybe I would be attracted to them. But, most men, they don't look at women that way. You know what I'm saying? It's very few women that a man deals with that, he would consider, them being his girlfriend or wanting to marry. But majority of these men, they look at women as whores. You know what I'm saying? And you have so many young girls that are growing up thinking that that's just the thing to do. I'm going to grow up, I'm going to be a whore. I want to sell my ass, sell pussy, make a OnlyFans or whatever. And it's just not right. I feel like it's not right. And a lot of women tend to be followers, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, if things were to go back to the way they used to be, like back in the 80s and 90s, and even farther back then, when a man really had to, he really had to prove himself, to prove that he was worthy of this woman, you know what I'm saying? And he even had to meet her father to prove that he was worthy of this woman, you know. And now that so many women just don't value themselves, they don't value their bodies, have no respect for themselves, how can you expect a man to have respect for you if you don't respect yourself? You know what I'm saying? If you want to get married, you want to be looked at as wife material. You know, you want to be respected. You know, you don't want these men just oogling and goggling at you and stuff like that, but just looking at you as something to just smash and dash and not ever want nothing to deal with. Because when a woman goes through that, when she gets emotionally invested into a relationship and she gives her body to a man, or for him to just throw her to the side and not want nothing to do with that, is soul crushing for any woman. It's soul crushing. You know, it can make a woman really want to end herself, end her life. You know what I'm saying? Because sex is very sacred to women. So I just don't know how so many women just fall for the okie doke. I just don't. And it's just really got me really sad and really depressed, because I feel like in the past, you know, men haven't taken me seriously. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that the only reason they wanted to get close to me just to use me or just sleep with me. They didn't value me, and they didn't want to make me their girlfriend, didn't want to, you know, wife me up and stuff like that. So it's just, I don't know, it's just something to think about. But on that note, you know, happy Valentine's Day to y'all.